And here's the little baby. I'm measuring a little bit ahead. I feel like it just never, it's like stops blowing my mind. Oh, Cole was a flight terrorist last night. When you have fertility problems, like you never even know if you're gonna have a second baby. Good morning! This is kind of like another pregnancy vlog follow-up to the last one. To the last one. Because we thought we were getting an ultrasound in our last appointment in the last vlog, but we didn't. And it was confusing. But basically, that appointment was 2 days ago. It's 2 days later, and we're going in just for an ultrasound, like nothing else. But we're so freaking excited because we haven't had an ultrasound in like a month. And during that ultrasound, I was at like 7 weeks and 1 day, and the baby doesn't really look like anything at that point. But now that I'm like 10.5 weeks, I feel like there's gonna be a lot to see. So I keep telling Cole we're gonna see the baby on the TV. And he just keeps saying TV, TV. So we're very excited. Maybe we'll get some footage, if not definitely pictures. Can't wait.
At least one woman in my life will be nice to me.
It's not gonna be your daughter.
Yeah, she's gonna be so nice to me.
No, she's gonna have such an attitude and she's gonna give you so much shit.
You, but not to me.
Oh.
She's gonna be so sweet to me
This
because
is
she knows
thinking.
that I'm longing for a woman to just be nice to me.
Shut up.
That's all my whole life has been.
I like your outfit today. Shirt says, Mama's boy, no question about it.
Sandy.
What?
Yes.
What's she talking about? You hear that noise?
Yes.
That's the elevator. Can you say elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we just got out of our appointment. It was amazing. We just grabbed some Starbs, the caramel macchiato. Ken and I have been obsessed with it. That appointment was so good. The ultrasound was so long. It was at least probably like 15 minutes. So great. I wasn't sure how long it was gonna be, but it was really good. And they actually did it vaginally, which last time I'm pretty sure with Cole we did a belly ultrasound. So I was kind of surprised when she said vaginally, and she's like, usually just throughout the whole first trimester I do it vaginally, and you're like obviously like kind of right there on the edge. So she's like, I could do belly, and I was like, no, like whatever you would normally do is totally fine. We do have some pictures, so I will show you all that. But the baby was like laying like on its back, kind of facing up, so you can see like the whole head. The little like hands were both kind of like right up on either side of their face, and the feet were kind of like a little bit out of view, tucked under. The heart rate was 172. No show, baby. Which is pretty much what it's been almost every single time. It said I was measuring, I'm 10 weeks and 4 days, and it said I was measuring at 11 weeks. So again, still a little bit ahead, but I feel like that happens every time. But my battery's gonna die, so we will chat when we get home. Cole is down for his nap, and here's the little baby. Honestly, I feel like I get kind of annoyed when I get the ultrasound pictures, because like this strip has 3 of them and they're all like the exact same picture. Like the exact same picture. I'm assuming they're technically different photos, but like the baby looks the same in all of them. And she was doing the ultrasound, like I said, for like 15 minutes. So I feel like there was a lot of different types of photos, and I feel like they're always the same. The clinic is the same way. Like they just give us like 3 of the exact same pictures instead of like a variety of different like perspectives and angles and stuff. I'm sure there's probably a reason for that, but I just like kind of wish there was a little bit more variety than just like a strip of 3, the exact same photo. But anyway, so you can obviously probably tell, but this is obviously the head, the body, and then those are like the little arms basically up like on each ear essentially, I think. And the legs would be like down here, but I think they're like kind of under or maybe bent or something. Look at that little cutie. I feel like it looks so big. I don't know, maybe on the camera it doesn't look so big, but I feel like it looks huge. I think it's only like 1.5 inches or like 2 inches big right now, but I feel like it looks gigantic on the screen, especially on the screen. Obviously it's like super blown up on the gigantic screen, but oh my gosh, such a little cutie. It wasn't moving very much at first, but then she was saying like she was moving a lot, so it's hard to sometimes see if the baby's moving, if she's moving around a lot. But then when she was over kind of like here, I guess, checking the placenta, which I do have a posterior placenta, which I'm very thankful for that. And she did say the yolk sac is getting really small, because the yolk sac, you know, kind of goes away when the placenta kind of fully forms. When she was kind of more over here, the baby was kind of like off camera, like you could really only see like the bottom half of the baby, like this part. It was moving a ton, and it was so cute seeing it just kind of like wiggle around. So cute, so big, perfect heart rate. Everything looks great. I really need to go switch out this battery. I completely forgot while I was upstairs. I'm measuring a little bit ahead. Like I said, everything else looked good. It's just so crazy to me to like see a full-on baby in my belly, and like I just don't really like, obviously can't feel it move at this stage. 10 weeks and 4 days, like I said, 10 and a half weeks, and I don't know, you just like, I don't even really have a bump. Okay, I finally switched out my do you hear that? The most beautiful like bright red cardinal. Yeah, as you could tell, my battery died in the middle of me talking. But yeah, like when you don't feel like super pregnant yet, and you like have like barely a noticeable bump and stuff like that, it just is so, and like I move around and you know, everything feels normal, and then you see what looks like a big baby on that screen and hear the heartbeat and everything, and to realize like that's in you, it's just literally so wild. And even though obviously I've been pregnant before, I feel like it just never it's like stops blowing my mind, especially because of how this pregnancy came about, and it was natural and such a surprise and all of those things. It like never ceases to amaze me what is going on and how this happened and all that stuff. Like I don't think I will ever get over it, and that ultrasound was just incredible. I don't think we'll get another one till our anatomy scan, which honestly, like the anatomy scan's at 20 weeks and I'm already 10 and a half, so like it's not even that far away, I feel like. Anyway, so exciting. Those pictures are actually going to come in handy because we have literally only like one person, or like one set of people to tell left, and that's my sister-in-law, like my husband's sister, and obviously like her family, like her kids and stuff, all close cousins. So we're telling them today's, what did I say, Thursday, and we'll be telling them on Sunday. So we're gonna use those pictures as kind of part of the announcement. So I'm so excited, and finally everyone will know she's also pregnant. She's due in July, and obviously I'm due in October, so the kiddos will be not very far apart. And actually Cole and her current youngest are also only like 5 months apart, something like that. So all of our like youngest kids are very close together, which is fun. But I wanted to, this is not like pregnancy related, but I wanted to mention it because I mentioned it on Instagram and got a lot of questions and link requests and stuff like that. So I figured in case any of y'all were interested, if not, you can certainly skip through the next minute or two. But I want to mention my new Bible and my devotionals that I've been doing, just because I've been loving them and I've been on the hunt for a new Bible, and I did some research and I'm really happy and excited with the one that I recently got. This is from Dayspring, which I do a devotional in the morning and at night, and the one I do at night is from Dayspring, and I love it. I love it. Like I think that's the only devotional I'll ever do at nighttime. I just want to like keep cycling through it, like just repeating it forever. So I decided to get a Bible from them, and this is the NLT version, which I've never had a New Living Translation, and this is obviously one of the most, I think it might be the most recent, like up-to-date modern translation, and it's just so easy to read, and just I've always been like very intimidated by the Bible, like I think a lot of people are, and I consider myself to have like a very close relationship with God, but I just don't feel like I dive into the word very much, just because the Bible has always just been something that I feel like I don't connect with. But I think with this one I really will. I've already been enjoying it so much. The pages are like gold on the outside. The pages are very thin. That is one thing I will say. If you don't like really thin pages, maybe you wouldn't like this one. I kind of do, because I like the kind of sound and the feel of them. And the main thing I wanted, the last Bible I had was just ginormous, and it was hardcover, so I like that this is kind of like the faux leather, so it's just a little more flexible, less like structured, and it's just smaller. Like the last one I had was probably double this size and hardcover. It was just very clunky, so obviously if you want a small Bible, it kind of has to have thin pages, or else it would naturally be bigger. So I do really like this one. It has the little bookmark in it, and I've already just found it so much more enjoyable. It is one of the filament Bibles, so you can use the app to scan the pages and get either extra like study information, or there's like graphics, there's a lot of extra stuff to kind of supplement your reading if you're into that. So I will link this down below. I got it from Amazon. I'm sure it's on their website as well, but I really like it, and I think it's just pretty. It's simple, very like kind of gender neutral, I think. So I'm so excited about that. The devotional I've been doing, I will link the devotional that I mentioned, the like new parents one. It's not even necessarily for new parents. I think if you're just like a parent in general, especially of littles, it's very applicable, so I will link that. That's from Amazon as well. Everything that's here is from Amazon, actually. This is the devotional I'm doing right now, and I really like Lisa TerKeurst. I read It's Not Supposed to Be This Way when we were going through our fertility struggles, and I liked that book, so I thought I would like her devotional. And to be honest, I don't love this, which is weird. I'm not usually like super picky. I'm very open-minded and typically enjoy whatever I pick up, especially if it has like good reviews or if it's an author I like, but I'm not obsessed with this. I'm like halfway through, so I'm gonna continue doing it, and I do think that there are things in here that I like, but like compared to my nighttime devotional, where every single time I read it I'm like, yes, like this, I'm highlighting, and I just feel like I could read it over and over and over, and it's so applicable and so encouraging and uplifting and all those things. Like, I don't get that from this, which it's not bad, but I think obviously like just not every devotional is for everyone, you know what I mean? So I picked up another one, which I'm sure you've probably heard of, because I feel like everyone and their mother has this one, but this is New Morning Mercies by Paul Tripp, which this is not the normal cover. I feel like if I had the hardcover version with like the sleeve, you would recognize it. I feel like the cover is very, I'll put it on the screen right here. The cover is very like notable. Like I feel like a lot of people have this and post about it and stuff like that. And when I bought this, I didn't realize it was like the, kind of looks like a Bible, honestly. Like it's the faux leather sort of binding, so it doesn't like actually have a cover, it just says it there. I think I'm glad, honestly. Like it was kind of a mistake, but I think this one's obviously like nicer quality than just like your standard hardcover book. Again, I like it that it's not like super structured like a hardcover. It's nice and flexible and kind of small, and it would be easy to bring with you, and I think it's easy to read something that's a little bit more bendy and stuff like that. So I will link this down below, and then I'll also link the regular hardcover if you know, want to check that one out. I feel like that's the one I see people with. I didn't even know they had this imitation leather one. I literally just got it, and then it showed up, and I was like confused for a minute because I think it looks like a freaking Bible kind of. But I'm very, very excited about this one. I feel like literally everyone I know has done this devotional or like continues to do this devotional. But basically it has like a devotional, it's dated, so there's one per day, and then it just gives you kind of like the range of verses that it's about. So again, I like devotionals more so than Bible studies. I want to get into a Bible study, but I just feel like, again, I've just always been very intimidated by it, so I'm kind of like, I don't know, easing my way in, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm super excited for this one. I almost want to kind of like pause on this one and switch, but part of me feels like I need to like see this through before I start a new one. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I thought I would just share those in case y'all were interested. Like I said, I posted on Instagram and I got a lot of questions. I figured I would just mention it if it's something that you're interested in. So actually I'm gonna sit here and do my devotional for the day now that Cole is napping. And then I have like a really super quick, easy, cheap little like home project that I'm working on. It's literally like a 2-minute thing, but I figured I would include that in this vlog. It might be like worthwhile content to share. So I'm gonna read and then we'll do that. Okay, so this is the quick little project I was talking about. I love this little fake fiddle leaf, but like it's really tiny compared to this basket, but I love this basket. So basically what I did is I just put, honestly, it's like a little like lid to like a vase almost, so it's just kind of like wide and then tall, so it was like literally the perfect size and like height and width to make this basically flush with the basket. So that's underneath there. Just to prop this up, obviously you could use newspaper or like blocks of styrofoam from, you know, shipping containers, stuff like that. So you can use anything to like raise the planta, but I just threw that under there. And then I just took one of those like kind of rolls of, it's not even like bubble wrap, it's just like those air mailer little fillers, like snugged it kind of right around between the plant and the basket. I'm hoping this is like gonna work because I haven't obviously done it yet, but I just ordered this Spanish moss off of Amazon. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to cover this whole thing, so we're gonna have to find out, but this bag is like $4 on Amazon. It's super inexpensive, and I feel like it'll just obviously kind of add the finishing touch to this whole thing. So we're gonna play around. If I have to order another bag, I can do that. I feel like this is gonna make a mess. That's okay. Oh yeah, huge mess. Okay, so I'm just gonna like kind of pull it apart and like fluff it up. Oh yeah, this is actually gonna be, I think, the perfect amount. I recognize that I have a toddler, so this could be just like an accident waiting to happen, or not an accident, but like a bigger mess waiting to happen. I think it'll be okay. Oh, that was like literally the perfect amount, especially when you kind of like fluff it up. And there we go. Look at that. I kind of just like tucked it like in around the edges, so it has like a little bit more of like a finished sort of look. I kind of like that it has like some fluffiness to it, and it's like the perfect amount for the size. Like I feel like it makes it look a little bit more full. So look at that. Super easy, literally $4 inexpensive little DIY project. I just got myself a little bit, well, my hair still looks like this, but I got myself a little bit together. Ken and I just did, it's the same day. I feel like you could maybe tell that, but I changed. Oh, Cole was a slight terrorist last night. I don't know what was going on with him, but he just like kept waking up and like chit-chatting. Like, not really crying, just like being awake. So he was very tired this morning, and he actually is taking a second nap, which is pretty rare. He'll take a second nap like not even once a week, like maybe a couple times a month, but he was tired today. So he is napping, and while he was napping, Ken and I started on the nursery, my most recent pregnancy vlog, I believe it was. I kind of like talked about our plans for the nursery, some things I had ordered, kind of like what we were starting on. I kind of like didn't want to start going ham until obviously we were like a decent way into the pregnancy. And so today Ken and I started the closet, which is like kind of where I wanted to begin since we don't know the gender yet. I can't really like plan out the actual nursery itself very much, but I knew we wanted to kind of replicate what we did in Cole's closet in terms of adding some extra storage and some extra shelves and stuff like that. So not everything is here yet, but we did get the hamper and the little like cube unit and the organizers to go in the cube unit and stuff like that. So I cleared out that closet a couple days ago, and Ken built the little cube thing, and I kind of assembled everything and sort of put everything in the closet and like arranged it. We haven't like done anything nursery related yet. Like that was literally the first nursery thing we'd done, and it was kind of just like, I feel like we didn't make like a big deal out of it, and it's like not a huge deal, but at the same time it's like hold on, we need to like kind of step out of the moment we're in and realize that like we are in this moment of working, like the very first thing we're working on and building and making and like putting in this baby's nursery. Like we, you know, when you have fertility problems, like you never even know if you're gonna have a second baby and things like that. So like the fact that we are at this point where we are having one and we're starting the nursery and building things and all that super exciting stuff, I kind of like had to zoom out for a second and just like soak in the magnitude of that moment. We're gonna go to the Charlotte Fair tonight, which we've never been to before. I don't know how much fun it's gonna be for Cole, like how much there's gonna be for him to do there. So we're just gonna like pop over there, see what's going on, and just kind of, it's like actually a decent day out today. It's like finally warm enough to like be outside. It's like 70. I wish it was warmer, but I'll take 70. So we're gonna walk around there a little bit whenever Cole wakes up. And then I think that'll pretty much wrap up this vlog, but I'll go ahead and pop in maybe a little bit of footage from that if there's anything like worth showing. Oh.
We're practicing this. Look at it. Yeah. Do you see this Ferris wheel?
What? This is not a Ferris wheel, this is a carousel.
Carousel? Oh, what do you think?
And then that will wrap up this vlog. I feel like I don't want the pregnancy vlogs to be like fully pregnancy related, just because I feel like then there's like not that much pregnancy stuff to show. Obviously when we get more into the nursery and stuff, I feel like there will be that content. So I kind of feel like the pregnancy vlogs are gonna be like kind of based around like a pregnancy milestone or something like that, but then I also still want to pepper in like regular content, you know, like the little 2-second project I did and my new Bible and stuff like that, the fair, you know, whatever. Like I still want to pepper in some normal content into the pregnancy vlog, so it's not just like ultrasound and I don't know, like every single thing baby related, appointments, like whatever it is. I want it to be a little bit more like of a well-rounded, I don't know, vlog. But there will still be like regular vlogs that aren't pregnancy related and things like that. Like there's just gonna be kind of a mix of content now, which is so exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you would like to subscribe, we'd love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys.